Hello, everybody. Hello. So, as Y so strangely pointed out in chat, I do indeed have a gymnastics meet today, but it's after the stream, so it's a bit of a later one. So no worries, I am still able to stream. Now today we're going to be talking about Galarian Zapdos. Now there are two sets I could realistically see working on this, so let's go over what those are, what that'll look like. So the first and the most obvious is Choice Band. Galarian Zapdos got a buff, you could say, this generation with knockoff. And then, of course, it just runs U-turn and it stabs. So this is one set. Its speed tier is okay. It's fine. Knockoff is nice, obviously, to hit Goldengo. And yes, there is another note that somebody made for Scarf. Oops. Yes, Choice Scarf is a thing as well. Then there's another set. This one is interesting. So the idea behind this set is that you can break past unaware walls with Thunderous Kick. Anyway, yes, so Thunderous says, I'm at work for 10 more hours. This live is a godsend. I hope your job isn't too mentally strenuous, or I dare say this stream will be a bit distracting. But anyway, yeah, so the idea behind this set is mainly Thunderous Kick. So here's the great thing. Zapdos, Galarian. If we look at a Dondozo, that doesn't look like too much, right? But this move snowballs so fast. If you run Thunderous Kick, you are definitely going to be stall breaking. This Dondozo's gone. So then I got to thinking, well, what kind of archetype really appreciates this kind of stall breaker? And I was thinking, well, Sticky Web. Everybody say, yay, it's finally time to run Sticky Web. I am sure you're related. So and I'll explain why I want to do Sticky Web. So remember, this is the set. Leftovers, Bulk Up, Brave Bird, Thunderous Kick, and Substitute. If we think about it, archetype, webs, HO. So this is a sweeping set. This is an inconsistent set. It's a very much inconsistent set. Reason being, what if you use this and then you just run into, let's think about something that would stop this in its tracks, like a Fizz Def Roar Moltres. Well, too bad. You're not really going to be, you're not going to be doing anything. The Zapdos will do 0. What if you run into a Zapdos, like just literally any Zapdos, you're doing nothing, right? So essentially, this is one of these Pokemon that's very hit or miss. So that makes me more inclined to run it on a more offensive team. Generally, the more hit or miss something is, like if you think about Iron Moth, like a booster moth, this Pokemon can do a lot or it can do nothing, right? What if you run into, like what if you use this and then you run into like a specially defensive Gliscor or a Heatran or a Ting-Lu? It's like, well, you're not doing too much. That's why you only really see Iron Moth on hyper offense. So this would be very inconsistent on any other archetype. That's not a more offensive one. So then the question became, well, do I want to run it on offense or do I want to run it on hyper offense? Because they can both handle a little bit of inconsistency. But I got to thinking and I thought, well, this Pokemon, its speed tier is kind of terrible. It's really not good. Oh, geez. Somebody in chat, we got, yo, you gonna build for 2 hours and then play 2 games? No. Webs building is not a hard thing to do at all. It's going to be very quick. I don't anticipate this taking a long time. Yeah, so as far as what the Zapdos does, strengths and weaknesses. So 1, break stall with minimal support. Now, it cannot break stall just on its own. It needs a little bit of help. It needs a little bit of help. Your eyes are not lying to you, Dr. Bognor. I am indeed using webs today. And also, as for why not banned, let me explain why not banned. Why I didn't look at GZAP and say, oh, we need to slap a ban on this thing. Reason number 1. Gliscor. This Pokemon can come in, actually does not get 2-shot by a banded Brave Bird with Protect, and on top of that, can just scout this Pokemon super easily. Reason number 2. Same thing. It switches in, this thing scouts banded sets super easily. And reason number 3. This just stops banded completely. So, and then there's also just stuff like Corviknight. Like, banded is just not what it used to be. It used to be Landorus was on like 50% of teams, so you could a lot of times threaten a Defiant boost, and that was really nice. Landorus usage just not as high as it was. I mean, it's still high. Like, your 17% is nothing to, you know, laugh at, but it's not huge. But anyway, no, as for why I think webs is particularly good, this thing's speed is not that great, but with webs, obviously, it hits a benchmark where it's outspeeding a lot of common boots Pokemon. As for the Terra type on this, we want to go with Fire. Reason being that helps it live triple axle through Substitute, gets a nice Fairy Resist. Someone said run Scarf Kingambit. I actually have Scarf Kingambit on my building list. We will build Scarf Kingambit. It will happen. So, and we can play around with the EVs if we want to do something special or run some HP or whatever later, but we will not do that right now. I wonder if this thing can live a... No, it can't even live a Seismic Toss with max investment. So Dr. Bognor asking which Goldengo set are we running. So I actually don't think we need a Goldengo here. And this is the other fun thing about Zapdos on webs. It has Defiant, meaning you can punish Defoggers, Corviknight, really the big one, kind of hard, actually. So we don't need to run Goldengo. We can run a different Ghost. Now, what will that Ghost be? That's a great question. I don't really have any super strong preferences. And actually, another option we could do is not running a Ghost at all. Ghost-free webs has recently been popular, so we could try a ghost-free option. I think let's just get down to things we know we'll need. So, but actually, yeah, we'll do this. So, it breaks stall with minimal support. That's the main reason we're running this. That's the main reason we're justifying putting on our webs team. This is another thing I want to tell you guys, because you guys scream webs every time we use a Pokemon that's like base 80 to base 100 speed. You're like, webs, webs, webs. Here's why webs actually seems like it might have a chance with GZAP. Webs struggles with stall. Generally, that is a really, really bad matchup for webs. Zapdos does not struggle with stall. So that's one reason. It helps webs in that regard. Second reason, it's at a very good speed tier for webs. With webs, it can outspeed a lot of common boots users, like Tusk, for example. Now, not Ace, but like it's outspeeding D-Knight, it's outspeeding Tusk, it's outspeeding Kyurem, and then a lot of non-boots Pokemon. Actually, what am I trying to say? So I'm feeling a little scatterbrained today. I don't know why. Hopefully I'll lock in as the stream continues. But yeah, it's a good speed tier for webs is basically a thing. So it breaks stall, a good speed tier for webs. It has Defiant, which is really nice for webs, which is another big thing. So there is actually a reason I'm putting this on webs, not just because, oh, slow, let's put it on webs. So one thing I think we'll definitely need, and also I should note, Zapdos, Terra options. I think Fire and Electric are the only real two. Fire is nice for Moltres, obviously. It's nice for preventing like a Hex, Pult, Wisp, which is great. And it is also nice for Triple Axle. Electric is good for Raging Bolt, Thunderclap, and Zapdos. And Dr. Bognor asking, do we want some non-web speed control like Scarf Meow? You know, interestingly, somebody recently sent me a team with Scarf Meow on webs. And no, we do not want this. Webs, running an Araquanid, as broken as Duckular claims it to be, it is not super fantastic as a Pokemon. If you're going to go through the effort to set up webs, you really want your team to take advantage of webs, and a Scarf Meow does not do that. So yes, we're definitely going all in on webs. Okay, now, actually, one other thing I want to check. This thing, it does get Trailblaze, so we could run that as well. That could be kind of fun. We could run a Trailblaze set. If we realize, hey, we could run like Trailblaze with like some kind of toxic immune ability. So we'll write that down as well. Other options. Terra. Trailblaze over Bulk Up, and then Steel, Poison, Terra. So that could be interesting as well. That could be interesting as well. So weaknesses of GZAP. Inconsistency in the form of Moltres, Zapdos, Infiltrator, Dragapult, Triple Axle. What else? What else is making this Pokemon inconsistent? Oh, Goldango. Pecharunt. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in chat, Zerope saying, okay, maybe you could, yeah, so this is why we do this. You could go Terra Poison so you don't need Substitute against Stall, and then you'd be able to run Trailblaze. And there absolutely is wisdom in that argument. No, with Substitute, you're not bad against Gliscor. I should change this. We're not doing that right away. So no, we're not bad against Gliscor with Substitute. Is there anything else we're getting smoked by? Not really, that's pretty much it. But this is not a small list. This is not a small list. So I think the automatic thing we pretty much have to do is put on a Raging Bolt. It's fantastic on webs, and it helps deal with the birds that GZAP hates. So that's kind of a no-brainer here. Now the other thing, with minimal support, this is still necessary. We do need to have something that softens up the opponent's team for a Zapdos sweep. Somebody in chat just said, I'm not going to repeat that. Anyway, though, yeah, so we do need minimal support. I'm thinking probably in the form of Roaring Moon is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we need a Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon is going to give Zapdos that softening up of the stall team that it needs. Dr. Bogner also asking if we could put protective pads on Zapdos. No, we very much need the leftovers. And also, protective pads are kind of a crutch that doesn't actually do the job, right? Like, even if you have protective pads, are you beating a Moltres? Are you beating a Zapdos? No. It doesn't actually help against any of these threats. Yeah, so we'll probably go with a Roaring Moon. I mean, I'm inclined to say that's a good idea. So let's see. I think we can pretty confidently say we've got our stall matchup down. Or not confidently, but we can say it. So remaining, we need a Ghost. Maybe we need a Ghost. We could also just spam Terra Ghost, like put Terra Ghost on everything except G-Zap. Yeah, Goldengo makes sense because we are super Fairy weak. We need a Fairy resist, like, so badly. We need a Fairy resist really, really badly. That is for sure. Yeah. Yeah, we need a Fairy resist. No, Iron Valiant does smoke this core. We need a Fairy resist. Probably Booster Moth is going to be the answer there. Because that gives us a poison type as well. And Booster Special Attack is really good on webs, so that seems like probably the move. Yeah. So let's look and see what we're weak to. Somebody asked if Skeleturge is good on webs, HO. You know, it might be. Potential ads. We could put a Skeleturge. That kind of would help with what we need. It would give us a spin blocker. I'm not opposed to the Skeleturge idea. Yeah, to be honest, I kind of want to avoid using a Ghost. I want to try Ghostless Webs and see how bad it feels. See how good or bad it feels. Because we, as I said, you know, we can just run Terra Ghosts. David Meir saying, I'd love to see Ironmoth balance team one day on stream. Yeah, so Ironmoth with on balance is definitely a viable thing, but it runs choice specs is the thing. It does choice specs instead of, you know, any booster set. Okay. Last slot. So yeah, right. Let's see what we lose to. Okay, so we lose to Kyurem. It's a big one. We are currently getting smoked. We are getting diced up by Kyurem. Hey, Lang, welcome. Oh, SPL game in 2 hours. Hope that goes well. Cinderace, kinda. Cinderace does look rather rough here. As in, we don't really have a way to dissuade it from court changing, which I'm not a big fan of. Dr. Bogner recommending Ursaluna. It's too slow. Oh, Dragon. All Dragon types. All Dragon types. That's not good at all. Yeah, that's not good at all. Lauren really concerned about Taunt Lando for some reason. You surf and kill them. So I'm not seeing the fear. I'm really not. Anyway. Yeah, a fairy type does seem like the smartest thing to do here. Probably does have to be an Ival. That doesn't help as much as I'd like against Kyurem, but we can see how bad it is when we get into the games. Lengloy saying we need a ghost. We're going to try ghostless webs. It's the new trend. Okay, so Custap Berry, Surf, Endeavor, Sticky Web, of course, and Endure, I believe. And I don't really know the special EVs. We'll just go with this. That's fine. And of course, Ghost. And yeah, we'll stick with this for now. CM, Dragon Pulse, Thunderbolt, Thunderclap. I like to run Discharge on some bolts, but not on webs typically. Booster, DD, Knock, Earthquake, and Roost we'll go with. And then Fiery Dance, Sludge Wave. Not sure, do we want to go sub or do we want to go 4 attacks? Could go Dazzling Gleam because dragon types look rough. I think that's solid. And then for the last slot, probably Energy Ball is fine. And for Ival, we can go Booster, CM, Vacuum, Shadow Ball, and Moonblast with Modest. This is a pretty good set on webs. Generally works well. And recommendation from Langloy to run Bulky Moon. I'd agree. Lang, how bulky? I'm guessing like you hit 301 and then you go max attack adamant and then the rest in HP. Seems good to me. Okay, and then here's what we're gonna do. Check this. Ghost, 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 Ghost. We'll see how it goes. I think it's worth a shot. Let's get right into it. Oh, and here's the other thing. If we play this team and it's like, okay, Lang, 320, what for? I feel like on webs we can afford to go a little fatter. All right, let's have fun. And we see a Zapdos immediately and a Moltres. So, okay, I'm thinking Zapdos is not going to be the move this game, but we'll see what dies. Maybe things change. We'll Sticky Web. $320 for Kyurem, I see. Okay, going to Endure. We'll see what happens. Okay, we get knocked, so looks like our opponent is wise to our shenanigans. And I guess maybe we could have clicked Endeavor. We can go for it now, that's fine. Okay. So we could go Raging Bolt. Might get Play Roughed. Probably won't get Play Roughed. Let's do that. Generally, you want to run stabs on Swords Dance sets. Okay, good. Ivy Cudgel. Unfortunate critical hit. Obviously, that's not what you want to see. And I'm going to Dragon Pulse. Oh, wow. Okay. I thought the Thunderclap prediction would come, but it didn't. Fair enough. We actually, crazy that we don't have anything to outspeed this. We can go Ival and Vacuum Wave. That's fine. So not a great start. Yeah, our opponent could have gotten +6, and that would have been really bad. So maybe we revise a little bit. Okay, I don't know why you go Pult here. Let's Shadow Ball. Yeah, I've no idea why you go Pult there. That seems just like a terrible idea. Like that was probably one of our opponent's best poke. I could not tell you why they just did that. But I'm happy about it. I'm definitely happy about it. Okay, let's go into this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna Terrafire and Brave Bird. Okay, and now we're going to sub to check if it's Roar. I don't think Flamethrower will break, so if it's not Roar, we'll be good, in a good spot here. It is not Roar. And it critical hit. Okay, that's kind of annoying. That's pretty irritating. We can sub here, though. Yeah, critical hit's annoying, but it's okay. Let's Brave Bird. Okay, it wants to terrace. Like, that's fine. Like, you can spin here, but I'll be living that. So this Tusk is still not in an enviable position. Yeah, like, we're still looking pretty good here. We can Thunderous Kick, then Brave Bird. Because I believe if we Brave Bird here, we'll die. Well, looks like we'll die anyway. But let's at least die with a kill. Do we sub here? No, let's just Brave Bird. Okay. Dead, cool. So this is a little interesting. No, I know the play. The play's Iron Moth here always. Yeah, that's totally fine. Because Ting-Lu will kill us, then we go Moon, we DD, we Earthquake twice. And everybody's happy. Great. Yeah, you just EQ twice now. And this surely will kill a Great Tusk, yeah. Okay. GG. Okay, there's game one, not too bad. Obviously, the Arachnid lead situation was not ideal. Maybe we are a little too weak to Ogerpon. I'm thinking instead of Endure, we do go Lunge. Yeah, let's give that a try. Well, hold on, though. We have, like, no... maybe Bug Buzz instead. Let's just run a Calc. Actually, no. Ogerpon, Wellspring, Power Whip. Well, see, that's not great, because then you lunge it and then you still die. Eat more speed on Moon for Boots Petrarunt. That seems wise. That seems wise. I see the appeal to lunge. I don't know. Let's check if it's Modest Max. Bug Buzz versus Lunge on a Wellspring. Okay, but if it was not zero attack, or okay, what's the Quiet is the plus. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This looks like Bug Buzz does more, but not by much. Forgot to block those. Thank you. Why is chat saying beginner level stuff? Like, yes, Roar doesn't care about stuff, basic knowledge. I don't know. Maybe because people at chat are in different levels of play, and there's nothing wrong with that. Lunge, yeah. I didn't like being totally unable to hit the thing, that's for sure. We'll go with Lunge. We'll give it a try. We'll see how it goes. I wonder if Endure is more important, or if Endeavor is more important, though. Not sure. Let's go for another game, though. Somebody says Trick Room destroys me. I doubt that. Trick Room's terrible. Someone says, doesn't Roar go through Protect? Yeah, pretty sure it does. Trick Room and Bulky Hazard Stack is not really a thing, and I very much doubt Bulky Hazard Stack would destroy me. It generally doesn't like offensive booster spam. Okay, let's lead with Araquanid. I don't really see anything that's going to stop it. I'm starting to see why you need Endeavor. What do we do against this? Let's immediately go into Raging Bolt. We're sadly, that's the point we're at. Okay, let's make sure that that is indeed a choice. That is indeed choice spec, so we were not foolish. Let's go Araquanid now. Thank God. For a second, I was like, it didn't switch. It did. We're fine. Okay, Sticky Web up, and Raging Bolt in again. Let's do it. Okay, and now I think we just Dragon Pulse and chip down the Tinglu. I think that's okay. Thank you very much to Aiden for the $2 saying, Pinka, you are the greatest PS streamer, hands down. I appreciate that. That's very kind. So, Zapdos is not really going to do anything this game again because of Goldengo. What to do here? Because we can't just play to make the G-Zap win. We have to play well. I think the way to win this game is with an Ival. I could go in and Thunderous Kick the Tinglu. That's not a terrible idea. Let's do that. Let's just do that. I don't want to sub because then the Tinglu... Okay, you know what? Zapdos did a thing. Gotta give it up a little bit for that. And it will... Now it's not going to do any more things, is it? Let's go Araquanid, maybe, hopefully on a Make It Rain. That'd be great. Shadow Ball. Okay, but that brings us low enough to do Custap stuff, so that's good. Okay, great damage. And gold does not recover. That's huge. We're really happy to see that. We're really happy to see that. Probably here we want to finish this off with... There are so many ways we could feasibly win this game. I think Moth is good here. I think it's our least valuable soldier in this battle. Okay, we can Dazzling Gleam here. I think we let Moth go. So I'm thinking we go Moon and we Terra Ghost and DD. I'm thinking that's the play here. Yeah. Because I don't see that this goes poorly for us if D-Knight decides to double dance, but I don't see that as very likely. I'm thinking we just get Ice Spinnered here. Someone says multi-scale is crazy, lol. Yeah, it is. Somebody said, I noticed your HO is groundless. Perhaps Raging Bolt. Yeah, with an Araquanid lead, that is quite bothersome. We might switch to Rabombi here. Oh, poor D-Knight. So that went basically perfectly for us. Yeah, now we can Earthquake. My opponent did not make... I wouldn't call that a huge mistake, but they definitely got cooked there. That's not... You can tell that's definitely not what they were hoping would happen. We can Earthquake here. Okay, but it's a really fat Tusk. But that's not going to be what this Tusk needs. So we can Earthquake again. D-Knight going to get sacked. Fair enough. I'm thinking we're probably locked for a win in this endgame, unless it's a Scarf Ival. Scarf Ival would pretty much be the death of my hopes and dreams right here. But it was evidently not a Scarf Ival based on that forfeit, so good game. So We should be aware though. First of all, I think we do go Rabombi here. I think we do go Rabombi here. Well, no, but then Ghostless Webs I don't think really works with Rabombi because it's too easy for Treads to spin. Bolt Lead is pretty tough though. Let's go and change this to Endure so we can survive and Custap up a Webs. Mm-hmm. The reason Araquanid is special is because of Lando, Tusk, and Treads. That's the biggest thing. All HO is lame, but I support Pinka. Well, that's nice. So, here's some conclusions we can draw. G-Zap, not that great. Not performing too well. It's not performing too well so far. I think we can all probably agree on that. Main reason, inconsistency. Now, we are facing a clear body Specs Pult. So I will say, with that knowledge in mind, and that we know G-Zap is actually really good this game, so maybe I should adjust my rhetoric. But anyway, let's lead with Raging Bolt because of this, and let's just click Dragon Pulse. I think chipping Ting-Lu is a very much a valid reason to do this. Yep, we're just going to click Dragon Pulse. We're just going to keep clicking Dragon Pulse. This is okay. We love chipping things. And now we're going to get up a nice Sticky Web. Okay, and let's Surf and kill this thing. Max spikes are not great, but we don't care too much. And now we're going to lunge. We're going to use our new tech. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, and I'm thinking we Surf here. Oh my gosh, it stayed in. Okay. I didn't think our opponent would do that there, but this is kind of okay because I think this gives us a nice entry to our Zapdos. And let's check if Pult Draco kills. Oops. Unlikely. And let's hope for a no critical hit here. Good. Good. So let's check. That looks like a pretty high roll. I'm going to sub here. Of course, the reason for substitute being we don't want Pult. It is clear body specs. So it won't be able to get past our... Okay, cool. We get the Glow King. That's honestly fine. I'm happy with that. I'll take the Glow King. We can just Brave Bird again here. So yeah, getting the Glow King killed is definitely nice for this end game. I do think we have to let G-Zap go. I really don't see it doing much here. Probably our way to win this game is going to be Moth. I want to check if Moth dies to a Specs Draco. No, so it is dying to a Specs Draco, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the problem is I think the Pult just kind of keeps coming in. To win, we probably need Roaring Moon, and we need to have some way... We need to have some way to chip Moltres. That's what we need. But let's start off with Moth, and we'll just click D-Gleam and kind of hope and pray. But yeah, what we definitely need is we need some way to chip Molt. Or just kill Pult. If Pult dies here, that works too. But I don't think it will. And the Pult gets... Oh, wait, what? I just assumed that would kill. What kind of Dragapult are we looking at here? Oh, that's a... It's timid, okay. Okay, so we just got a really, really unfortunate, terrible roll that had a good chance to kill. And that is game. Well, actually, hold on. I wonder if there's a way out. The Molt is not Roar. Okay. Well, either way, we do have to let Moth go here for sure. Unfortunate roll, absolutely, but we can DD here. I mean, clear body specs is pretty rare. I think saying the Pult farming is inevitable seems a little bit exaggerated. We could maybe throw on a Kingambit, perhaps, instead of Ival, though. That might be good. Or maybe a Kingambit and an Ival. So... we gotta hope for a Wisp miss, basically. It does not miss. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, we can DD here, but I think we kind of needed to hope on a Wisp miss. Had the Pult gotten killed, I think we would have been in a winning spot here, because we could have knocked Molt, and then we would have won with Ival. But alas, we got a really awful roll. So we can Terra Ghost and Roost here. Tusk making a huge mistake in Terra Stealing. So that's actually great. Because Earthquake now has a chance to kill. Now it's probably going to Headlong Rush. So we can Roost here. No, it keeps going for Ice Spinner. Let's Roost. Maybe it doesn't have Headlong? Let's Roost again. I'm roosting again. I don't know why this Tusk is doing this. I think our opponent has thrown the game, though. There we go. There it is. There's the Headlong. I'm going to... It's a read. Okay, we got the read. We got the read we needed. And now we can get a kill. We're gaming. We're gaming. I'm shocked my opponent clicked Ice Spinner as many times as they did, though. That was honestly a heck of a read. Let's Roost. Okay, I think we Roost again. I think the Headlong's coming here. Alright, I'm gonna EQ. No, but surely the Headlong comes out this turn. I'm shocked my opponent keeps clicking Ice Spinner. Good on them for playing this well, though. Yeah, I have to hope they choke and go for EQ here, because if they Headlong, I lose in every situation here. Yeah, well played. GG. My opponent played this incredibly well. They really understood the situation, so good on them. Yeah, I'm shocked by how bold they were to just keep clicking Ice Spinner. But they timed it perfectly. They got the reads. So yeah, we obviously are a bit weak to Bolt. I don't think adding... I think... The truth is, Zapdos is just... It's not really been doing much, has it? Well, it kind of did okay that game. Someone said this is why... We are running Bulky Moon. What are you talking about? This is why Bulky Moon. Bruh. What does this look like to you? Okay. Yeah, Here's an idea. We change the Ival set. Shadow Sneak, CC Ice Punch. This is kind of a funny one. I don't want to go knockoff because I don't want to double up with Roaring Moon. This could be interesting. Let's give it a go. Somebody asked, Pinka, do we ever pivot off mons that just seem bad? As in, do we ever midstream go like, screw this Pokemon that's terrible? I used to, but then people complained. So I was like, okay. So usually what happens is I just lose my will to build and just put it on some HO and play it until the 2 hours end, and then I never look at it again. But we used to. We used to do that. And Dr. Bognor requesting a collab with Luster. I'd be down. If Luster's down, I'd be down. Okay. We'll probably just lead Araquanid. That's kind of how it goes, isn't it? Ceaseless Edge. Given how much Ceaseless Edge is doing, I feel like I'd probably click Lunge here. I think that makes the most sense. That did not do as much as I'd hoped. But so be it. Do we lunge one more and then web up? Let's web up here. And now we can lunge. Or actually, no, lunge is the move. Oh, never mind. Endure would have been better. I did not see a switch coming there, but I was hoping to get the chance of a kill. But okay, I don't feel a need to leave in Araquanid here. I think we can save it as a sack. So let's go into... What do we go into? Let's go into Zapdos. We see an Armarouge. I do not want to give this Armarouge a speed boost. So let's look at our special attacking options and see which one we're most okay with discarding. I feel like Iron Moth looks so good here, it's gotta be Raging Bolt that we toss. Throw to the Wolves. So let's go in and let's just click Dragon Pulse here. Oof, Jeff saying, Pinka, I set enough EVs to 2-hit KO Hamus. No, not worth it. I don't think that's worth it. Okay, whoa, booster. Alright, we can Thunderbolt and kill this thing here, I'm pretty sure. Not quite. Close, though. Oh, paralysis? Hold up. We're alive. Raging Bolt, you beautiful fat thing. Okay, Tusk not getting... Do we Terra Ghost here? I dare say we do. I mean, we kind of have to. We need... Okay, we get Ice Spinnered. Alright, good on the Tusk. Let's go into Moth. That's not great. I'm going to call the Terra and go for a Sludge Wave. Okay, we get the Hammerot. That's fine, too. Okay, we see a Boots Gold come in. I can't follow why you do that, but let's Fiery Dance. Okay, we see Terra. We see T-Wave. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough, I suppose. Let's Sludge Wave. It seems an odd thing to use your Terra on, though. Yeah, you'll get to spin here, but, you know, at what cost? I feel like that wasn't worth it. You lost a lot there. I don't think my opponent's playing this game very well. Yeah, like that, I don't think this was a good idea. We can go into... Oh my gosh, Zapdos. Come on now. Let's check how much Iron Moth Fiery Dance did. Iron Moth Fiery Dance did 58. And unfortunately, it's showing us the incorrect calc. So, let's see. It did 58. That indicates it is a max HP gold. And if we look at our Zapdos, this has a 60. Wow, that's not... I'm not super pleased with that. We don't have another option, though. We don't, do we? No, we don't. So we're going to go into Zapdos. We're going to click Brave Bird. Yeah, I don't know why our opponent did all that trickery to get down our Iron Moth. It couldn't have told you, but okay, Armarouge comes in. This is fine. So we can sack Araquanid here. And now G-Zap should pretty much win, but we can go Ival first, and we can just hit it with a sneak. Good stuff. This thing, I'm pretty sure... Well, actually, hold on a second. Because I was going to say, oh, we can just smoke this, but we actually don't want to let the gold heal. So weirdly, I think my play here is Swords Dance. And now Goldengo, I believe, dies. Even a defensive one. Yes, so now we can click Shadow Sneak, and that is a Banded Rilla, which is great. So now we're locked in with G-Zap, we can bulk up. We can sub to prevent ourselves from the odds of a critical hit. We can bulk up again. No break, awesome. Thunderous Kick. And then this gold will definitely drop to a Thunderous Kick into a Brave Bird. Yeah. Or actually, for flex, no, let's just Brave Bird. Let's not play with our food. Okay, GG. So, G-Zap did okay there. It did okay there. Like, it was fine. I don't really think... I think my opponent kind of threw that game, though. I think we were really on the back foot, thanks to not having a ghost type, to be honest. Like, us being forced to use Bolt at such low health. And then... Yeah. No, that was... Although we could have played better. We probably should have sacked Araquanid into the Bolt, so we wouldn't have been in that position. So, we'll keep giving the Zapdos a chance. And we're facing a dual weather team. I respect it, I really do, but it's also not a good idea. So this is probably Specs Pelipper, so I'm going to go directly into Raging Bolt here. We do not want to get Hurricaned. That does not look Specs. Does not look Specs at all. Yeah, that looks no investment, so Araquanid would not have died. I feel like on semi-weather you really should be running Specs. But okay, let's just go for a Dragon Pulse. Okay, we see that do damage that would indicate... Oh, that indicates maybe Assault Vest. Yeah, probably AV. Let's go into Araquanid. Or do we let the Bolt die? No, we probably go Araquanid. Yeah, I would also say if you're going to run dual weather, Ninetales. Probably over Torkoal for that Healing Wish. Okay, we get an Araquanid, but now we know this thing won't kill us, so let's just set up webs. It's not really even close. As I said, I really don't understand why this Pelipper was doing this in the first place. I couldn't really tell you. But let's go into Bolt here. I imagine you just click Hurricane again. Yeah, okay. And now I think you go into Treads here. So I'm going to go into Zapdos to intercept the Treads. Beautiful. And let's keep it simple. Let's Thunderous Kick. It hits everything well. Torkoal comes in. Okay, that's fine. And that is a very Spadef Torkoal, based on the fact that it took 30. So let's add that defense back. And let's say 0. That did exactly what we would expect it to. Or actually, hold on. If it is bold and physical, could it have ever taken 30? No, it couldn't have. So this is probably a mixed, but more specially inclined Torkoal. So with that in mind, and that -1 defense, Brave Bird might do the poor thing in here. If it's like, say like 120. No, probably not. Probably we're not killing with a Brave Bird. I'm still inclined to go for it here. Oh, we do get the kill. Okay, so it turned out like looks like we got a low roll on a very special Torkoal. So you guys just see that Zapdos in 2 hits killing a Torkoal? That's pretty fantastic. That's pretty fantastic. Yeah, my opponent does not seem to know what to do about this situation. In comes the Pelipper. Okay, so I don't want to get Hurricaned, so let's go into Bolt. Okay, we get U-turned on. Our opponent finally figured it out. I'm really liking webs this game. I'm thinking we Terra Ghost and Dragon Pulse. Yeah, so we'll do enough that basically everything on our team will be able to kill Treads, and it won't really be a threat anymore. So yes, obviously this wasn't the most exciting Terra in the world, but it got us where we needed to go. I think this is what we needed. I think we go Zapdos here and we Brave Bird to cover a potential Terra. Because Treads, I could very much see this Treads carrying Terra Ghost. Let's just make sure. Okay, we catch the Pelipper. Not bad. Oh, specially defensive Pelipper. I question the wisdom of that decision, but let's Brave Bird it again. Finishing off Pelipper would be great. So we do still have to be careful in this endgame. We're definitely not comfortable yet. Raging Bolt is still a huge threat. Walking Wake less so with webs up. Okay, yeah, Wake is probably going to get sacked here. I don't imagine this Wake is Scarf. I think that'd be ridiculous. It is Scarf. Wow, okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. That's something. So we do outspeed Scarf with Iron Moth, so that's probably just the move. I think we just go into that here. And I'm trying to think to cover the most possibilities. I think we just... I'm not sure if I want to reveal D-Gleam, though. Let's Sludge Wave, so we can kind of keep D-Gleam a secret. No, but Treads might get sacked. So let's D-Gleam. Because I think if Treads get sacked, I don't want it to come in and then be like, oh, I could Terra Dragon here and live, and then I'm in a 50-50 spot where webs might get removed. Let's just D-Gleam here and cover the Treads sack. Okay, good. I'm happy that this turned out the way it did. Because I think Treads, yeah, beautiful. Treads will live, and now we can Fiery Dance and maybe get a boost. Let's see. Yes, we do. That's fantastic. We are now looking, depending if the Zama's not boots, we're now looking poised to actually just win this game. So this is a special Pelipper. So, this is a special I don't think it'll be Terra Steel. I don't think you do that. Let's Sludge Wave. Good. And yeah, our opponent has not used Terra, so we do still need to be aware of that. So D-Gleam will kill if the Bolt doesn't Terra. This is tough because... This is really tough because Zama could realistically... Thing is, we get Weatherballed here, right? I'm almost wondering if I sack Araquanid and then go into, like, Moon here or something. No, that doesn't sound... Because I'm thinking we lose to Zama, right? That's the concern. If we don't keep Moth around, I'm concerned we just lose to Zama. Can Ival live a hit? Good chance, too. Yeah, so I think we sack Araquanid, then go Moon EQ, depending on what it does. Okay, so obviously turns out Sludge Wave would have just been fine there, but that's okay. We can surf. Probably we get thunderclapped. We don't get thunderclapped. Okay, definitely not a good decision by our opponent here. Definitely not a good decision. So we can now go Moth. Yeah, we just go Moth and Sludge Wave, then we Dazzling. Well, how much are we taking? Maybe we want to keep Moth healthy. Yeah, because Moon could... Yeah, how much is Moth doing to Azama? And how much are we taking? So from a +1 body press, we're taking about 50. Taking about 50. So, okay, we're taking about 50, and then from a Raging Bolt Thunderclap, we're taking about 60. So I don't think we do that. I think the correct play is Moon. Somebody, and Walsu is saying I was predicting Endure. I don't really know why you do that, though, because if you predict Endure, you can Thunderclap next turn. You don't really lose anything there. You can reset the situation. So that I felt like that was not really very well calculated. But okay, Zama does take that, which is great, so we can knock off here. And then we can spam EQ a few times is the idea. Okay, so... let's check that knockoff damage. Let's check that knockoff damage. And let's say it still does have it. And what did we knock? It was leftovers. And then booster. Okay, so that knockoff indicates a bulkier variant. Okay. So that means Moth can come in, do this much. Ival can come in and do that much. So the play, I believe, is to go into Ival. We can CC, and then we can finish this game with 2 Dazzling Gleams. Okay, and I'm going to SD here in case of the rest set. Okay, and it looks like we're just going to probably win this game with Ival. And we could Shadow Sneak and kill here. But I'm actually going to not show Shadow Sneak in case we run into this opponent again on ladder. Just to kind of keep that secret in my back pocket. GG. Okay, solid. Zapdos did do pretty well there. I mean, did Zapdos really do well? Let's see. Or wait, no, what am I doing? Can I not? Oh, skip turn, that's the option. Okay. I think they changed the formatting of this. Yeah, Zapdos did hold its own. It got 2 kills. It pressured the treads. And then it got killed by a Scarf Wake after doing a lot of damage to it. I don't know why forfeiting. That's dumb. It's showing it as 1 loss. We have not lost any. Are we really 6-0 right now? That's crazy. An hour into the stream, we're 6-0. Or have we... No, we did get 1 legitimate loss, and it didn't count that as a loss. Okay, we did get 1 legitimate loss. All right, let's... Mr. S says, thoughts on Paraspam to support G Zapdos? Not that good. Well, because here's the thing. When people think Paraspam, they're imagining all the fast Pokemon suddenly paralyzed. Like the Pult suddenly paralyzed, the Cinderace is paralyzed, the Boots Axel Weavile is paralyzed. Realistically, those are the only Pokemon that don't get paralyzed when you run Paraspam. So, I think in theory, I'd love all the fast Pokemon to be paralyzed. Almost everything would be broken under such circumstances. But I don't think it would really work out as well as you'd expect. All right, HF, let's take a look. So we see a Lando here, which, like, for the first time, which is nice. I'm really hating how many times we run into Goldengo. Seems like every single time we just can't touch it. And we don't really have anything on our team that chips it that well is the other thing. Goldengo is kind of scared by everything else. Maybe we do have to start running knockoff on this thing over substitute, although I have really liked sub. Well, okay, let's... Okay, our opponent disconnecting. That's not great. Let's just lead Araquanid. I think that's fine here. We see a Pult lead. I don't think this thing can even kill if it's banded. Oh no, that's the item. Let's go to the set. Band. Yeah, band's not killing. Like Dart's band could maybe kill. I don't think that's likely. Like Terra Dragon band, I mean. And I don't think a Specs with Terra Dragon would do it. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's check. Yeah, that wouldn't do it. So I'm not too worried about this. Yeah, viewership is fantastic, guys. Thank you very much for attending. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And please do like the stream. That also helps out. Okay, cool. So Pult's probably just going to stay in and Draco us again, and that is Specs. So I want to bring in Ival and get up a Swords Dance. Yeah, generally people will assume you just sack things, which normally they'd be right. But we're not people that sack. We don't do that. My dream is that Landorus comes in here and then gets Ice Punched. That's my dream. I also hope this is Infiltrator and not Clear Body, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. While our opponent decides, I'm going to use the bathroom. Be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. So, we're not going to Terra Ghost Shadow Sneak. Reason being, there's a very good chance this Goldengo is either super defensive or goes for the Terra itself. We will Shadow Sneak, though. And sure enough, I was thinking the Goldengo wouldn't come in if it didn't have intent to use Terra, and it absolutely did. Aren't you glad we didn't Terra Ghost Shadow Sneak? I bet you are. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. I partly want to go Moth for the obvious reason that it, you know, is an Iron Moth here. I kind of like Bolt as well. I could see that being good. I'm really glad that the Goldengo is in the spot that it is, chipped and such. Let's check that damage. Shadow Sneak, booster. We got a critical hit, did we? This is a super fat gold. No, we're not Terra'd, but we did 38 to get a... How did that... What? Oh, that's Terrago. So yeah, okay, this is a super max defense Goldengo. Good to know. So this is an absolute, like, maxed out gold. To go Iron Moth or to go Bolt? That is the question. Let's go Bolt. And let's Calm Mind here. Soyman asks, Pink Across, why do you hate your Latino viewers? Great question. I don't. I have no idea where you got that or what you're talking about. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been using my timer more. For the vast majority of my Pokemon career, I played games to test teams, not to win games. And I still would get better by doing that. And I still would try to win, but the main goal was testing teams. So I would play super carelessly, super recklessly, kind of just all the time. And we can just T-Bolt here. And I didn't think. And now that I'm in front of viewers, I'm like, oh, I should probably try to be a good example. So now I think. So thank you guys for making me better. But we're just going to Terra Ghost and Dragon Pulse here. Our opponent can't really do anything about it, so we're doing that. Yeah. We need angry Galar birds. Someone says, oh, the poor Tusk went for spin. Oh, buddy, don't do that. Come on now. We know better than that. I don't think that was a good call. Hoopa coming in. Probably this thing's going to just, I don't even, it might, if it's AV, knockoff won't actually do it. I'm going to just T-Bolt here. Chipping this thing for Iron Moth is great. Oh, and okay, that critical hit actually mattered. That's pretty unfortunate. That's actually really unfortunate. Yeah, that crit was a big deal. Because now we're kind of in a scary spot against D-Knight that we definitely weren't in before. Yeah, that critical hit's a big deal. All good. It happens. So, which Mon to go into? I'm worried if G-Zap comes in. I don't think G-Zap is the move. I don't think it can do enough. Jeez, I don't think anything can do enough here, though. I think we might be just screwed. Jeez, yeah. Let's go G-Zap. And I think we can kill with a Thunderous Kick. Probably, yeah? Yeah. So let's do that. Yeah, that low roll was really, really unfortunate. You're an atrocity, Pink Cross, says Downo2. Love to see Downo. Downo2, it's been a while. It's been a while. Somebody asked how long since I've been playing Mons. I think, since I, have been playing the game, 12 years. Competitively, I think, 7 years. Okay, that's awesome that Pult came in. We're going to sack Araquanid here. I don't know why my opponent didn't go straight into D-Knight. They absolutely should have. I think they're throwing. Okay, we see the Draco come out. I think I go G-Zap and I bulk up now. Oh, beautiful miss. No complaints there. Let's Brave Bird and kill this thing. Hacks giveth and hacks taketh away. And we get the forfeit. GG. Yeah. So Landorus also, for those of you thinking, wow, why did my opponent forfeit? Landorus's Intimidate would just give us an attack boost and let us sub up. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Downo2 in chat saying, I always miss your streams as you intentionally stream when I'm either sleeping or at school. Shrimple as that. Oh, Downo2, you really are a treasure. My favorite word, shrimple, says Think Lewis. Yeah, Downo2 is like a chat troll who comes on and tells me, he usually comes during the building portion and then is like, shut up, Pinkacross, why are you still building? Get to the battles. It's really funny. But no, wait, there's a Tusk. What am I talking about? But either way, we do just lead Iraq. Well, hold on. What if we just get swept immediately? That would be kind of fun. No, we have Lunge. Let's Sticky Web. And now let's Lunge. The Lunge to... Oh, no. No. Oh, no. It may be Jover. Let's go Bolt. We got a Terra Ghost, and we're going to Dragon Pulse. We're in trouble. Oh, we're going to die to that, aren't we? GG. Okay, next time we Lunge immediately. Although, in all fairness, that's a modification, I think, of a team I know, and the D-Knight set was not that before. So yeah, you know what? Just lunge the D-Knight next time. I think that's the lesson there. Everybody makes mistakes. At least that was a fast mistake. Oh, it's Storm. We're facing Storm. Nice. If I saw Pinkacross in the street, I would shove him in a locker. I think you'd find that a rather difficult task, Rigo. All right. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Do we... Yeah. Let's set webs and then start clicking Surf. But Chip on Tinglu is great. I mean, we've got a Raging Bolt and a Moth. Actually, no. We probably should have clicked Surf immediately. Would have maybe been better, but our Storm really doesn't have anything for Surf. Someone says that's Storm Zone. Yeah, this is Storm Zone's like main laddering alt. Oh, okay. We see Terra Water. That's interesting. I don't think we just let Storm stack. I mean, obviously Raging Bolt looks fire now. Let's go G-Zap. I think that's kind of a nice neutral play here. Okay, and we can Thunderous Kick. Yeah, we can. Okay, Petrunt just gonna come in. All right, fair enough. Okay, I have kind of a funny idea. It starts with going Araquanid. Okay, never mind. We just Surf here. Oh, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking we could have, okay, well, whatever. We could have maybe, we get some damage on Pult, and we see the Pult is either Boots or Clear, no, we don't see Clear Body, so it is Boots Infiltrator, so good to know. But no, I was thinking we could have gone G-Zap on a Parting Shot, which could have been funny. And it's a Boots Darkrai, which is, for those of you that didn't know, basically Webb's worst nightmare. You never want to see that. We can go into this. This will probably scare out Rye. And then we can maybe bring in Moth. Or we could also just Brave Bird. I don't see why you don't go Petrun here. Let's go Moth. Yeah. Okay, cool. We got it. And I'm just going to Fiery Dance here. Okay, we do not get the boost, unfortunately, so we're going to E-Ball chip this thing down. We're getting cooked, as you can probably tell, but that's okay. It happens. We're still not out, for sure. Where there's a moon, there's a way. I'm definitely playing to the moon win, which I think is very probable. Oh, good heavens, that did nothing. All right, let's Calm Mind. Okay, not great. Let's Thunderclap. Well, no, probably Roost is coming off, isn't it? Let's Thunderclap anyway. Okay, we got... Oh my gosh, it's Calm Mind. This is not good. We can maybe get a Paralysis here. Yeah. Wow. All right, let's go into this and Brave Bird. Yeah, let's go into this and Brave Bird. Okay, we get poisoned immediately. This game, I think, will come down to whether or not our moon gets poisoned by Malignant Chain. Okay, I think this is the time, if there ever was one. Toxic Chain, what are those odds? 30%. Okay. So that's better than 50. Can we kill a Darkrai at +1? That's the next question. Yeah, okay, so I think we have about a 50-50 shot to win here. If we don't get poisoned here, let's see, do we get poisoned here? Oh, Sludge Bomb, we don't. We get pretty lucky. So I think there is a 49% chance we didn't get poisoned there. And now we probably can reverse sweep the entire team. Yeah, because Petrunt's dying. Yeah, Petron's dying. Darkrai is almost certainly dying. Yeah, Darkrai has a 70% chance to die here. It does, yeah. This is why I think Roaring Moon should have been banned, personally. I don't think it's healthy at all. How much is Brave Bird doing? Okay, so we roost here for sure. Okay, that's fine. As long as it's not ID Brave Bird, that would be bad. But it's probably not. And if we stack up fully, we will. We do beat the Iron Defense sets. If it's ID Brave Bird, then we're in a tough spot. It doesn't look like it is, yeah. So I'm not sure how much PP stalling we do here. Probably we PP stall a little bit to get some more set info. Yeah, because it's probably Roost, U-turn, Body Press. Yeah, so here's... I'm going to explain what we're doing. Iron Defense is Corviknight's most useless move at this point. We have more PP with Dragon Dance, so I'm going to click Dragon Dance to force Storm Zone to start burning Body Presses. My last turn, yeah, is the U-turn. Yep, figured. GG. Corviknight doesn't get Whirlwind. Yes, so that was pretty funny. So it looked like I was really getting cooked there, but we got it. We figured it out. So there's a nice little win against SZ. So that's why using Terra early game can often be debilitating. Now, did we get lucky? Absolutely. We got a roll on Darkrai and killed Fezan, but we had like, I think, trying to calculate, we had probably like an odds to win that game at the end in the high 30s, something like that. High 30s, I think is about right, maybe mid 30s. Probably I could have positioned Moon better. I'm trying to think exactly how. I maybe could have... No, because the Corv never came out. I maybe could have tried to bait out... I guess I'm just trying to think, was there a better way than on Fezan? Because theoretically, because Fezan had the Sludge Bomb and the Toxic Chain, it would have been better to... Yeah, because it had the Toxic Chain and the Sludge Bomb, it would have been better to DD up on Petron, because that would have given me like a little slightly higher chance to win. But I didn't really know, so... Yeah, well, anyway. Let's get into this next game against overqualified gamer. And let's just lead with Araquanid, I think, yeah. And we can just set up Sticky Web. Okay, that did a lot. Did a lot. Oh no, that was just kind of a high roll. Probably we don't die here, though. But man, that Surf looks nice here. It really does. But then this is probably Sash, looking at this team. I think we stay in and lunge and hope we don't die. Unfortunately, we do get a critical hit. That was not very good, but it happens. Let's just go for a... Shrimply put, Pinkacross relies on the should-be-banned Pokemon to claim victory. Yeah, but I'm facing should-be-banned Pokemon, like Darkrai. Rage all you want in chat. I'm right, Darkrai is busted. Anyway. What do we click here? Let's Dragon Pulse. Let's pulse the Lando. Swords Dance for Hawthorne stream when? No. No. We're not building that. We build good teams here. Yeah, and something else to consider, right? Like, yes, I kind of got lucky, but what if that Moon had been Substitute? Then I would have reverse swept that entire team without needing luck. Makes you think. Or it should. I'm going to go Zapdos here. I don't think we need to sack this thing to Earthquake. Wow, okay. I'm surprised. But let's brave. Our team is super weak to hazards, though. Like, of all kinds. Which is not great. Okay, and it was a Helmet Lando. Okay, so we're probably about to get Ice Beamed here, but that actually doesn't have a great chance to kill. So we stay in Thunderous Kick for sure. Okay, we get Will-O-Wisped. Definitely not what you want to see, but at least Darkrai's chipped. If we get up 2 SDs with an Ival... Or actually, no. Oh, because it's minus defense. Yeah, we would need 2 SDs to kill this, but that's okay. Okay, so Darkrai never stays in here. I think we go into Moth to pressure the Gold. Cool. If Gold wants to Terra here, I think that's okay, because then I'm really... Well, I mean, there's nothing I can do about it if it wants to Terra here, really. I have to click Fiery Dance either way. Okay, we Sludge Bomb here, and hopefully it's not Aqua Jet. I think... No, we do die to Sucker as well, though. Okay, it's Aqua Jet. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. And it's Boots as well. Good to know. Yeah, this is just really bad. I mean, it kind of started off bad, and then Lando rocked up. This is not going so well. We're definitely not out, though. There are still things we can do. What do we do? I feel like we need things we have no realistic chance of getting here. Like my Moth just got totally handled. I guess I maybe should have predicted the Hammerot switch and gone for an E-Ball. When you're in a desperate spot, you can't keep making obvious plays. And I guess we should have gone for a read there. That probably would have been smart. I could hope it doesn't have a move for Moon and then go into Moon and DD. That's not bad. I think I like that. You know, if it's Encore and Aqua Jet, it's like, well, as I said though, when you're losing, assume your opponent is the set that you can handle. Okay, this is, you know what? Sometimes it happens like this. Sometimes it happens like this. I don't regret my play. But we obviously we're super losing here. Okay, let's go Bolt. This I don't think dies to a Ceaseless Edge. Yeah, so we can T-Bolt here. There's still maybe a way we win with Ival. Maybe some Wisp misses, I'm thinking. Stuff like that. Yeah, we're definitely not out. It's looking really bad, but there's the chance that we win is greater than 0. But yeah, even though that obviously went terribly there, when you're losing, hope your opponent is the set that you want it to be. Because if it's your only way out, might as well play as if it's true and optimize your chances around that. Because if it was Encore, it's not like I had a shot anyway. Someone says, I think you got counter-teamed. Not really. Like, not intentionally, at least. I don't think I got intentionally counter-teamed. I think this just happened to be kind of rough. But also, you know, things like Araquanid getting high rolled by the Ceaseless Edge, so I didn't get to chip Atrot. That was big. The, you know, the Lando going for rocks, I could have maybe stayed in with Bolt. That was also big. I could have made more predictions. So I wouldn't say this is like an unwinnable matchup. But it obviously was not great. And this Samurott was, of course, a nightmare to deal with. But yeah, sometimes it's just an Aqua Jet Encore Atrot. That's not a common set at all, but sometimes it just is. But yeah, that's like an insane set. Like, I've never seen these 4 moves before on a Samurott. Like, these things almost always run knockoff or like Sucker Punch because it's better priority. Yeah, especially given our opponent doesn't really have knockoff users. Like, that's so odd to me that the Atrot is not running knockoff. So, we can Thunderclap here. We can sub here on the vacuum wave. Yeah, we've got to somehow sweep with Ival. That's the plan here. That's the plan here. Okay, gold comes in. What did it go for? Hex? Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we're gonna have to, I'm trying to think how we win this. I think we have to hope. Interesting. If we Terra. No, like we always die to a Moonblast. We saw this as booster special attack. I think we play for the throw. Let's Terra Ghost and then hope our opponent switch. Okay, they're throwing. Beautiful. Our opponent completely just tossed this game out the window. We now are in a position where we can read. It's probably a Terra Fairy Gold, but we can go for CC here. Oh my god, our opponent threw. Our opponent threw it all the way out the window. We needed to hope it. Yeah, wow, 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 wow. Let's see. Will they get bailed by the double tech? That'd be so sad if they do. They get. Oh, they got bailed by the double protect, which is, by the way, it's not 1/2, it's 1/3. That's absolutely tragic. So at the end, they're obviously qualified. That's funny. Qualified gamer, given the context. Yeah, so at the end, I could have tried to predict the double protect and gone for a Swords Dance with Ival, but I just decided to play the odds because there was a 67% chance that There was a 67% chance that I just, you know, won. But our opponent got the 33%, and you know what? That happens sometimes. But yeah, I want to point something out to you guys, though. Obviously, I lost the game, but this is a good example of how you can play when you're in a desperate spot. Let's wait for this kill. So, at this point, look at this turn, right? Okay. If my opponent clicked Moonblast, they guaranteed won the game. Guaranteed, every time. So I decided they're going to throw, and I Terra Ghost SD'd. A lot of people, what they would have done here is just gotten the kill on Ival and gone for the differential. Don't do that. Go for the win, even if it makes you lose even harder. All right, anyway. Let's see. No Nonsense Jones asks, how does it feel to not even be good at the thing you get paid to do? Pretty good, you know? Like, I am good at this, but even if I'm not, then it's even cooler that I'm getting paid to do it, isn't it? Okay, let's take a look here. HF, so this looks fine. This looks fine. Yeah, webs look great here. I'm feeling good about this one. We die to a meteor beam, but nothing else. It's meteor beam. Okay. You know what? Sometimes disappointing things happen in this world. And there's just nothing you can do about it. Let's Earthquake here. Okay, Landorus, we got red. All right. Let's DD. And let's go for another DD. Okay, this is looking okay. Let's Roost as the Lando obviously comes in, and we can DD again. Yeah, that, I guess I should have maybe been more ready. Well, no, but Meteor Beam is so uncommon. But then again, if you lead on the... Well, no. I don't know. Maybe that was just an unfortunate one. I'm trying to think how I would have played around Meteor Beam, and I'm not sure there really is a way, but more Roaring Moon looking really good here. Yeah, Roaring Moon looking really good here. Amphilal says, I've been trying to build Rain without treads. Do you think treadless Rain is unviable? I think Rain with or without treads is unviable, so I'm really not the guy to ask. Yeah, I don't think Terra Ghosting is worth it, because then I'll just get cleaned up by King Gambit. We definitely do Earthquake and go for the kill. We got the kill, great. That was a roll in our favor, but it was pretty close to 50, so that's good. Okay, we see Bolt come in. Yeah, I mean, it'll Terra here for sure, but I think Earthquake is still the move. Taunt, let's check up on Taunt. Taunt, that's 1, 2. So I will be free of Taunt this turn. If I Terra Ghosted, that gives me some maneuverability to play around this. I don't think that's really worth it. I don't think that's really necessary. But what else would I Terra is a good question. Would I realistically Terra anything else here? I don't think so. Maybe Terra Ghost on Ival to kill a Blaziken, though. Or maybe on Bolt. So let's not Terra. Let's just EQ and let it die. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And I think Iron Moth Fiery Dance is obvious, but okay here. I think it's obvious, but fine. It's not a problem. Sometimes it's not a problem that what the play you're going to make is obvious. No Nonsense Jones says, also, pink is a woman's color. Uh-oh. We got, I don't even know. I don't even think I'd call it sexism necessarily. Just some really strange comments from a strange guy. Okay, let's... I don't even know what to do against this thing. We could Terra Ghost. Is now the time we Terra? We could. If we got a special attack boost, that would have been nice, but... The guy says, no sub, what is this, Jimmy Johns? That's funny. I like that one. We could Terra Ghost here. Is that worth it? I think to prevent T-spikes going up, I think that's worth it. So yeah, we'll go for this. We'll go for this route. And says, this man's deflection level is elite? What do you mean? That would imply that I'm making strange comments and I'm a strange guy. He says, someone says, he's right though, pink gives you cooties. I mean, look, it's about shiny Heracross. When I made this name, I never intended it to sound feminine. I was just like, oh, Heracross, pink, pink across. Although, interestingly enough, before I was on YouTube, because now enough people know about me that it's pretty clear I'm a man. Before that, there actually was, for quite a bit, some like random people that would send me like really lusty PMs just because I had a feminine sounding username. Not a lot, but it would happen sometimes, which really goes to just kind of show you the toxicity that can be found in the gaming community, particularly for women. So let's try to not be toxic. Oh, apparently meant just the way the comments glide off. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, well, you know, it's tough to be offended, truthfully, because the guy talking down to me is the guy giving me ad revenue as he's on my stream. So it's, you know, we can just do that there. I'm pretty sure we always win this game here. Says, ain't no way bro was catfishing in Pokemon. I wasn't intentionally catfishing, just my name. Alright, let's talk about Pokemon again. Somebody says, with all this toxicity in chat, let me say something nice. I've hit top 100 couple times, partly thanks to you helping me improve in team building, hoping to hit top 10 one day though. I'm really glad I've been able to help out, and yeah, I think you can make it. I also do have battling videos, which I would recommend as well. So we've just Brave Bird here every time. To win this Blaziken, I don't know if there's a possible way in the world for our opponent to win this one. Do we die here? I don't think we do. Yeah, we live. Chad, Gzap. I think we flex on our opponent. Because okay, let's just check let's check something. Let's not throw. Okay, so a critical hit, Black Glasses, can Gambit Sucker Punch, can kill Ival at +4. So we don't let the Gambit get to +4, because that would be a throw. But until it gets then, we're going to try to play games. Let's assume it's leftovers. Is it killing now? This is just like purely for my own amusement. No way it's doing that much to Gzap. Oh, that's critical still. Where's the critical button? Where the heck? Okay, there we go. Let's bulk up again. Okay, now we have to attack. Okay. I would have liked to play with our food a little bit there and try to get the 3-0, but that's fine. It's not a huge issue. GG. Alright, let's go for another one. No, at the end, I was just going for the cheeky 3-0. Yeah, Brave Bird is fine. Thunderous Clap is fine. Somebody says Zapdos is legit good in OU. I really don't know about that. Somebody says I've gotten to 1400 with a Clamperl Webs HO and Nat Dex. Ooh, I'm writing that idea down right now. We're making Clamperl Webs. We are making a Clamperl Webs. Or Rain, or maybe a Rain Webs. I wrote it down. It's on my calendar. Okay. Now let's say HF, and let's see what we can do here. So there's a Hatterene, obviously not great, but on the good side, our opponent's team just looks naturally really, really slow and super vulnerable to Iron Moth in particular. So we don't want to get webs set on ourselves, though. That would be really bad here. I do still want to lead Araquanid because I think we can just click Surf on something. Okay, Surf is breaking pretty consistently, so let's just go for it more. Yeah, this is not a roll. This is, I mean, it's a roll, but it's a very, very likely to break sub. And if it's non-HP Kyurem, it's like almost 100. Trishla says, Pinkacross, your willingness to do dumb stuff scares me, TBH. I really want to click webs, but I think that's a throw. Yep, I was right. I was right. It was a throw. Clicking webs would have been a toss. Wow, I've never done so much with an Araquanid just by spamming Surf. This has been fantastic. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Great. Okay, now if we want to set webs, we can. Tim asked Pink Across, would you smash Donkey Kong? No. That does not sound good. I think we click Surf again. Yeah, I was worried about DD. This is exactly what I was worried about. Let's lunge here. I don't think Kyurem will try to sub again, but I actually don't think it can kill me with anything. Because if it had Scale Shot, it'd be loaded dice. Actually, do we just Surf? Because what does it have to even two-shot me? Yeah, like, yeah, I don't think this. I'm gonna click Surf. Okay, it's Terra Blast Electric. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just go Bolt. We can Terra Ghost, and then that'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, that'll live anything. Okay, let's just do that. And then Think Lewis says, I meant play as Donkey Kong. Okay. So I imagine in Smash Bros, I have played Donkey Kong. I'm quite good at Smash Bros Ultimate. That is one of the games I play. I don't play many games, but the ones I do play, I can really play. So let's think how we lose this. A Gliscor farming us with like Swords Dance could be slightly problematic. Let's just click Dragon Pulse and see what kind of EVs we're looking at here. No, we have an Ice Punch Ival. It would have to be like a double dance set for us to be scared. I don't think there's much to be gained by keeping Bolt around, so it is double dance Gliscor. Are you serious? There's no way, dude. Oh my god, we're actually about to get cooked by this. You know what? Sometimes you get double dance Gliscor on. I don't know what to say. You can go Ival, try to see if we can live something. Yeah, wow. Jeez. This was terrible. Oh, I was thinking, oh, we're fine as long as it's not this set, and then just pull. Should I have just gone like hard Ival? Probably, right? That probably would have been the move. Yeah. That probably would have been the move, would just be hard Ival. Okay, well that was not a good idea by me, but next time we go hard Ival. Yeah, I just didn't even consider that as a possibility, but I guess I should have on screens. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, no, that was a total throw. Should have gone immediate hard Ival because the Gliscor could not Terra, and Agility Double Dance was a set, so that was a mistake. I miss the times when the Pokemon community had real men like Soulwind and TDK. No nonsense, Jones. What is it with you and masculinity? You seem very uncomfortable with it. Okay, we're in the Web's Mirror, which should be good for us, I think, because we have a Moon that looks really good and we have G-Zap, so I'm feeling like this should be in our favor. But let's Surf. Also, Araquanid looks kind of amazing here. No nonsense, Jen saying this guy is called Iron Gender because he believes in strict gender roles, unlike Pink Across, which is why he won. That's correct. I do not believe in strict gender roles, and I'm very much happy with that. I mean, you've got to acknowledge, obviously, that there are differences, small differences, some physical, some with, I don't know what you want to call them, inclinations that can be traced across cultures, but for the most part, you know, men and women are, as I said, not always, but like for the most part, similar in a lot of ways, and we're certainly similar enough that you should not let gender traditional gender roles prevent you from doing something you want to do if it's not harming anyone. Anyway, though, let's click surf. Okay, we get poltergeisted, and we get smoked. Okay, fine. Probably just Raging Bolt here. Looks really good. Let's just do that. We probably should have gone Raging Bolt last turn, to be totally honest. Sacking Araquanid was poor. Was a poor play. I think I was getting distracted a little bit, but anyway, we can Thunderclap here. Okay, we get Shadow Sneaked. Fair enough. Let's Thunderbolt this time. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So I think we Terra Ghost here. I think the Tusk will try to spin. Okay, it didn't. Unfortunate. Obviously that blows. And we're probably in big, big trouble. But let's do this. And let's Sledge Wave. I don't think you leave it in here to die. I think you either Terra or you switch. And if you're Terra Steel, I think you just switch out here. Well, no, you might Terra Steel. You might Terra Steel here. Let's Fiery Dance. Kind of wish we had Overheat on this. Maybe we add that in over Energy Ball. That could be kind of cool. Let's try that. Or do we, hold on, let me rethink this briefly. Maybe we Energy Ball here, because if this thing Terras, what kind of a situation are we in? No, I think we do need to kill this here. Yeah. I think the stream music has just ended, so we'll restart that. The ghost-free webs is going okay, but it has had its moments. Somebody said Porygon gender role is defensive pivot. Yeah, kind of. P2 at least. Okay, it stayed in and Rapid Spun. Obviously really bad. Let's go into Zapdos and hope it doesn't spin again. Thank God. Okay, we got that read. We definitely did need to do that. All right. So this is a tough end game, but it's definitely not unwinnable. We can sub to Scout here. Okay, we are just going to get T-bolted, it looks like. Let's go. Okay, I think I know the plan here. We're going to go Moon. We're going to get, hopefully, Thunderbolted. Okay. Then, oh, we don't have Terra. I forgot. What did we... Oh, yeah, we're cooked then. I thought we had Terra. We're losing this one for sure. Yeah, that's GG. Okay. So, here's the conclusion about GZAP. Or, you know what, we can just load one more game. But I'll talk about my thoughts on GZAP as we do this final game. It's okay. It's not worth using, though. We could maybe give it a part 2 with a different kind of team. We could maybe try it as, like, Scarf or Webs. I mean, not Webs, sorry, Scarf or Band. Which might be good. Although I kind of doubt that too. I don't see it. I see it being a very ineffective Scarfer. And No Nonsense Jones saying low testosterone Pink Across fans will have a nervous breakdown ordering pizza on the phone. That's funny. We might, at one point, we maybe should ban this guy for sexism, but he is kind of amusing. Anyway. HF. Okay. Let's lead a Raquinite. Keep it simple. Actually, no. That Scizor is almost certainly going to be the kickoff. So let's lead with Iron Moth. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, let's just, well, hold on now. Let's go D-Gleam here. Yeah, because you always go into the dragon there. All right. Unfortunate roll. That was almost certainly low. Even that if it's like timid. I mean, that was almost certainly just bad luck. And Pulp being alive versus Pulp being at 2% is a huge, huge difference. But anyway, let's Fiery Dance here. And of course, it's banned. The worst possible set for our team. If only we did not get a minimum roll. Iron Moth has failed both times to kill a Pult today. Like, look at this. With booster energy, look at this roll. Okay, it is banded. Look at this. That is like a 95 to 1. That's really irritating. But, you know, it is what it is. At least we can kill it with Ival and Raging Bolt now, so that's kind of good, but that's obviously super annoying. We can Sticky Web here. Darts will not kill, and then we'll be positioned to click Custap Surf. But yeah, it's probably Clear Body too, which sucks. Band is definitely the last set this team wants to see. Especially Band plus a Scizor. Yeah, I think he's kidding as well. The sexist guy. I think he's probably kidding. Garacade says, I think it's disgusting that you don't have a Heracross on your team. That's a very strong word. Are we in Custap range? We are. Beautiful. And now let's go for that big surf. Hopefully the Pult will just die here. And the Pult just... Oh no. I don't know why the... Weird that the Custap activates first, though, right? That's strange. Okay. Keldeo going to Sacred Sword. I'm kind of surprised that killed. That probably indicates choice specs, meaning we're going into G-Zap or clicking Bulk Up. This looks like a perfect time to set up with a G-Zap. We'd be in really great shape if the Pult was dead. As it stands, we are in good enough shape. Okay, was that just a max? No? Okay. Good, good, good. We can Bulk Up again. It is indeed the set we thought it was. Let's Brave Bird. If you Terra, you Terra. Okay, didn't Terra. Great. And Pult cannot... Oh, it was a Helmet Tusk. Yeah, we're dying now. But if it clicks Darts, I think we keep it alive. I think we go Ival here. Okay, good. We caught the Darts. How do we win this game? I'm thinking probably with Raging Bolt. Probably... How do we win this game? Yeah, it's probably Bolt. So let's SD so we can kind of just chip whatever comes in. Yeah, probably an Okie Dokie. That figures. We could Terra Ghost here to keep this alive. I'm more inclined to just CC, take our damage. Yeah, I think that's better. I think that's the better route here. Yeah, I think we can probably win this with Bolt, with Terra Ghost. Looks pretty solid here. So yeah, let's just chip this. It's probably an AV set, so chipping that will be really nice. We can go as G-Zap here and just go for a Brave Bird. Just a raw Brave Bird, I think that's good. Okay, Okie Dokie down, good stuff. No nonsense, Jen saying, to be clear, I'm not sexist. The average woman has more testosterone than the average Pink-A-Cross fan. That's funny. Okay, so, oh my gosh, that was a really weird U-turn. I don't know why you did that. I don't know why you do that. I couldn't tell you why you do that. And we kill the Keldeo. Okay. No need to worry about Vacuum Wave, I guess. Okay, we die, though. I feel like I go Moon here, I'm thinking. Because... Or no, that's dumb, isn't it? Well, hold on. Let's get inside our opponent's head here. Funny enough, I forgot to start timer, and so did my opponent. So let's think about this. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. If you go Pult and I go Bolt, you get Thunderclapped, whatever comes in next probably dies, and you probably lose to Moon. If you go Gambit first, I think I go Moon, because I don't think you should bring in Pult here. Okay, good. We got it. We got it correct. We knock off here for sure. Do we Terra Ghost? That's a good question. I think we do, because I don't see us needing it on Bolt. It doesn't help us at all at this point, now that Keldeo's dead. And the Scizor might U-turn. So I think we Terra Ghost and we knock off. Yeah, okay. Now I think Pult still kills with darts, so we didn't get a whole lot. We didn't get a whole lot out of Terra Dragoning, but you know, it's something. We can dance here in case we survive, like maybe some crazy min roll or some like a jolly set. That's fine. We always Thunderclap here. We always Thunderclap here. It very well could be Sucker Pult, so we've got to be aware of that as well. Okay, Pult's dead. That's good. I'm surprised to not see a switch there. I would have personally switched. If you thought it was going to U-turn, why didn't you DD? Because if I got Bullet Punch, DD went really terribly. Or if I DD'd, it also could have gone into Gambit. Like, I think I'm in a winning position here, so I don't feel the need to start making crazy plays. Okay, I don't know why you switch can get... I don't know what you thought was going to happen there. But... Okay, it looks like it's Terra Dark and will one-shot me with Kowtow. Fair enough, good game. So, yeah, basically, here's the summary. This is a mediocre Webs team. We had a positive record. We gained elo today. Not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah, this team is mediocre. Zapdos is not very good. It's not worth using on Webs. That's the quick summary. I don't think Zapdos, I don't think you can justify it on Webs. It's not good enough. I think a different Pokemon would have been better here. Probably this is just a worse version of the Ghostless Webs that Duckula posted on RMT. And yeah, that's basically all there is to be said. It's a mediocre Webs team with a mediocre Zapdos that isn't really that great. So I would say we might see a Zapdos Part 2, maybe with like a Scarf or a band set, but not really. I don't really see that being too good either. Maybe Scarf is better than I think, but I don't really see why it would be. Scarf looks pretty bad to me too. So I'm thinking this is the end of seeing Galarian Zapdos. I don't see it as having a viable role in OU. I think Webs was its strongest shot, and it just didn't perform that well. Even though it may have performed better on a better Webs team, as some people were saying, like maybe if this Webs team had been super optimized with a G-Zap, sure, but I still would say even then there would have been something better than G-Zap. So yeah, I think we're done. I think this is the end of G-Zap. But either way, it was fun. I had a good time battling. Hope you guys enjoy it. We got some tragic losses and some cheesy wins. It was a fun one. And thank you very much for attending. If you haven't subbed, please subscribe. If you haven't liked the stream, please like the stream. Thank you everyone for attending, and have a great day. Bye. Oh, and wish me luck at the gymnastics competition, which I'm about to go to. Hopefully I don't bounce around as much and have better landings. Okay, see you guys. Have